Hello, my name is Maria DeStewar, and I go LinkedIn Live on Tuesday mornings to help you take your life and career off of autopilot and get on your way to monetizing your brilliance. I work with all sorts of people who are going through career pivots. What does that mean? These are people who are really switching things up, trying new things. This may have been of people who were on a non-linear career path, kind of hopped around, maybe have a gap, maybe chose to be underemployed because they needed to free up some time to do other things in their life, whatever that might have been. And now, as you are trying to navigate this career pivot, you might be a little stuck. And one of the things that might help you get unstuck is really understanding what your mad skills are. Let's face it, the skills pay the bills. So today I'm going to take you through a little exercise to help you maybe look at your life and your professional career and your volunteerism and your hobbies to pull out some more skills that you might be able to use to build this next big thing. All right. First, I want you to consider, now don't try to write all these down. This is being recorded. You can go back later. Don't stress. What do others consistently praise you for? People see ourselves in a way that's different than we might internally see ourselves. Get feedback from friendly, from family, from friends, from managers, from colleagues. What strengths do they acknowledge you for? What do they appreciate about you? You should have a kudos file. I've talked about this before. It's a file where you start to collect emails or comments or jot down notes of things that people have said about you. So if you don't have one already, start one because it'll help you down the road. And it also really helps on those tough days. Go back and read all the nice things people have said about you. All right, question number 2 to ask is, what do you do when you don't have to do it? It's that thing where you find ease and flow, where engaging in it brings you joy and contentment. What skills are you using when you're doing that thing? Could these be transferable skills? Are you a super organizer? Do you take beautiful photos? Do you love creating trips and experiences for people? Consider question number 3. When have you successfully overcome a challenge or an obstacle? Think of instances where you have faced really difficult or frustrating or challenging situations, both in your personal life and in your professional life. Reflect on the skills you learned. What did you do to overcome these challenges? What was the outcome? Maybe there's some skills here that you can use in your future career. And the next question is, what do others ask me to help them with? This goes back to that people see you in a different way than you might see yourself. What is your default skill that people are like, yeah, for me, it's the organizer. I am the organizer of experiences, the nights out, the trips, the road trips, the vacations. That's me. People come to me for that. What do people come to you for? And the last question that you can ask yourself is, what have I accomplished that I'm most proud of? And this is both in your professional and your personal career. I'm sorry, your personal life. What skills did you use to make these accomplishments? Who was with you when you did these things? Who benefited from these proudest moments? Make sure you're connected with all of these people on LinkedIn. Have conversations with them. As you relive these awesome moments, it might give you some tips and ideas for where your career could go next. And if you want to dig deeper, I have a free download for you, my workbook on 5 steps to monetizing your brilliance. Has a little bit different questions than we covered today and can take you a little further in this exercise. Now that you have the questions, pull out a notebook, dedicate some time, answer these questions, And I know that you're going to come up with some more skill ideas that are going to help you see your path to the next big thing. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week, where I'm going to talk about how to silence the inner critic and learn to deal with all of the rejection that comes from a career pivot. It can be so difficult, and I'm going to share some tools and tips that will enable you to bounce right over those setbacks, become a stronger person, and get on your way to monetizing your brilliance. Thanks for joining me. See you soon.